Have you had to transform the product when bringing it into the US market? Because of course my mind is going to like, there seems to be so many opportunities, maybe in Singapore. And when I went to Japan, I want to come home with like everything that I had there. I wanted to bring it back. But do you have to change the product, or have you had to change it since bringing it here to the US?
Well, there's an interesting story about that. Initially, when we wanted to go to US, actually, there was a big problem because our fish we are selling in Asia is actually not allowed to be brought into the US. The dory fish.
You can't bring in the fish that you use for this product. You can't bring it into the US?
Yeah, because they are made from dory fish from the Vietnam. It's actually, for some reasons, it's not allowed to be brought into US.
Are they like an invasive fish? What's wrong with these dory fish? I'm thinking about Finding Nemo. Dory, what's wrong with them?
So it's not exactly that dory. So this dory fish is called the pangasius fish in Asia. I think there's some history about that dory fish into the US. I think there was a little bit of a protectionism, I would say, because that fish is actually very, very cheap. And this is just my opinion. It might not be true or not, but I think the US is trying to protect its fish industry as well. And that's why that fish is banned. Anyway, we tried our best. We couldn't get the product in. So we had to find other ways. So we quickly looked for other kind of fish skin that we can use. And we settled on salmon skin. So we spent the next like 6 to 12 months to develop the salmon skin for the US market. And once it's ready, then we started selling. So the first 6 months of our US business, actually, we were just selling our potato chips and cassava chips. So no fish skin at all.
Did you bring the salmon skin one back to Singapore?
Yeah, and eventually I was selling the salmon skin as well. Because it's the flavor and the taste is totally different. The texture is totally different as well. So it makes sense. Another interesting difference between Asia and US, the tolerance for spiciness is... I find it's different. When we were presenting it to the Costco, for example, the buyer is like, this is too hot. So we had to really tone it down. And that's something we are working on at the moment. And that's fine. It's just like, I think because in this part in Asia, you got really exposed to so many different chilies. We would eat mala and we would sambal from Indonesia. We grow up with all these kind of chilies. I think, it's just maybe the US not yet there yet.
Hey, thanks for watching. This segment was made possible by our friends at Salesforce Commerce Cloud. If you're looking for the #1 platform for all your commerce needs, go check out salesforce.com/commerce. And don't forget to subscribe below and tap that little bell icon so you can stay on top of all the amazing new segments and full episodes that we'll be putting out over the coming year with some of the best and most influential commerce leaders out there.